Hello everybody, my name is Rolo and today we're reading more Reddit stories. So if that's your cup of tea, please do like and subscribe, and let's get into today's first story. Our first story comes from the user Anon101318 with the title, "My daughter is the biggest Marx Bros fan of all time. Help! My daughter is autistic and was previously non-verbal almost all of the time. When she was 7 years old, she caught part of a Marx Brothers movie at her grandparents' house and erupted in so much screaming laughter and joy that they called me to drive over because they couldn't believe it. It's like a switch flipped in her head. This was several years ago, and as I'm typing this, she finished Horse Feathers for about the 400th time. Not exaggerating, before I got her to bed. She will spend every single day watching these films unless she is out of the house. While watching, she draws pictures of the brothers or the settings in the movies. She has also copied the entire movie scripts from the TV's closed captioning onto notebooks to have at school. Every gift she asks for pertains to, you guessed it, we own every movie on every format we can play. Merchandise and shirts and posters and you name it. Every birthday party has been Marx themed, and I've helped her dress up as Harpo, Groucho, Chico every Halloween. No Zeppo or Gummo outfits yet. I don't think she's as interested. I won't lie, I can get pretty Marxed out. I hear repeats of between 2 and 5 of the same movies every day from when I get up to when I go to sleep. I hit a point years ago where I tried to gradually get her interested in something else, but to no avail. It broke her heart to imagine parting with these movies, and I've come to terms that this is her thing, and I am out of my element to try and change her mind. It took until the last few years for me to fully grasp that this obsession is her ticket to expanding her developmental abilities. I was delighted to find out that she has been seeking out early 20th century music as a whole because she loves it all featured in the films. She desperately wants a harp, like Harpo, but I've explained it's out of the budget and would be difficult to learn. I've since bought her a piano keyboard and I sit with her to help her practice easy tunes. A majority of her vocabulary stems from what she recites from the movies, and it's led to her writing entire fictional Marx Bros stories on paper. I'm talking thousands of pages we keep filed in binders in the living room. I banned her from using my printer as she began printing every single Marx Bros website she could find in colour. I told her ink doesn't grow on trees, and she laughed and left. My proudest moment as a father so far was convincing her to perform at her school's talent show last year, acting out her own rewrite of Why a Duck on stage with me. Her classmates loved it without even knowing the Marx Brothers or what a viaduct is. She made some friends for the first time who think she's tremendously funny when she's comfortable enough to open up. It has helped her confidence quite a bit. This is where my plea for help comes in. As she enters high school, I would like to find a way to channel this energy into something she can be happy excelling at. I'd love to hear from the superfans here who have any ideas as to what other films, books, music I could possibly introduce her to broaden her palette from just the same 15 or so Marx movies and clips of Groucho on TV. I am hoping that something out there will resonate with her like these movies do and potentially snowball into having a chain reaction of new obsessions and interests. Feel free to ask any questions for me or her, and please share whatever other media you personally love in this same vein of wit. Thank you. In the comments, otherwise Jeweler209 says, "How wonderful to hear about your daughter's joy. I would recommend other comedy acts from the same era that also had their origins from vaudeville. Laurel and Hardy, Abbott and Costello, and the Three Stooges are all some of my favorites next to the Marx Bros. Abbott and Costello's Who's on First routine is a similarly fun wordplay joke a la Why a Duck. For them, I'd recommend starting with the Naughty 90s or Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Beside their films, they've also had a radio show and a TV series to choose from. Laurel and Hardy and the Three Stooges both have near 200 shorts and full-length films to choose from as well. So besides a bit of variety, you can also maybe start with a short of theirs instead of committing to a full-length film if that's easier. Both groups have some wonderful musical interludes in their work as well, whether it's L&H dancing in Way Out West or the 3S playing in Disaster in the Court. Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin, Harold Lloyd, and W.C. Fields are all very fun too. Opie replies, "Thank you. I remember watching a few Abbott and Costello movies a long time ago, and I think it's in the same vein of what she might enjoy when she's ready to watch something new. The Three Stooges she does not like. She calls them fakes in comparison to the Marx Brothers. A very picky humorist she is." Haunted Oryx says, "Oh man, she might love Lucille Ball. I start with I Love Lucy season 4 episode 28, the one where Lucy meets and impersonates Harpo Marx. Lucille Ball co-founded and eventually took over the production company that brought us I Love Lucy, Mission Impossible, and Star Trek. She's an inspiring role model for a lot of young women, especially those who are interested in arts and entertainment." To which OP says, "Good idea. Her grandmother loved Lucille Ball as well, so it's worth a shot. I have to imagine how much of her fixations come from the entertainment my parents enjoyed. Thank you." OP comes in with an update 2 days later. "Wow, I posted here expecting a few replies and ended up receiving hundreds of great suggestions and messages. The support you have given both of us has been overwhelmingly wonderful, and I never expected so many of us could bond over comedies nearly a century old. I tried replying to as many comments as I could, but did not get to all of them. I just caught up reading the recent ones, and all of your suggestions and ideas have been noted. I've already ordered most of the Marx Bros related literature to read to her, and will begin gradually vetting through your movie and show recommendations on my own time. Once I finalize her schooling situation for next fall, I plan to read into applicable clubs that are available and work with her to see if she is comfortable trying something new. She is still struggling with developing social skills and selective mutism, so the move to a bigger school is understandably going to be a massive, scary challenge for her. However, I have zero doubts that she is capable of finding her footing with help from her teachers and the Marx Brothers too, of course. I did my research and found a classic theatre nearby that screened Duck Soup in the last few years. I contacted the owners to discuss possibly bringing it back sometime or playing one in the public domain now. My daughter has never been to a movie theatre yet. This would be a perfect way for her to experience the silver screen for the first time and potentially meet other nice folk there that enjoy these classics too. Being a single father, I dedicate all of my hours outside of work to caring for her. I would not trade it for the world, but it comes with its extreme difficulties and complexities. To hear from you all has been tremendous for both of us right now. I shared a handful of your comments to her, and she could not help but dance around. You are all officially her party friends, as she put it. If you have any further film, TV, radio, book suggestions that didn't make the original post, please feel free to still share your favorites. My messages are open to anyone, whether you're also the parent of an autistic teen, or you're just simply looking to leave a kind, funny message to be relayed to her. Thank you again. And moving straight on to our next story, which comes from the user Soroto Mota from the Petty Revenge subreddit, with the title, "The Office White Elephant Gift Exchange Should Not Be Mandatory." I hate White Elephant office gift exchanges. Every year, our team joins/competes with 2 other groups on our floor. Participation isn't mandatory, but there's a distinct message of everyone is expected to be a part of this team building exercise. The combined group is large enough so anyone can add a gift anonymously. For the past few years, I have been secretly sabotaging the exchange in the hopes we'll switch to Secret Santa so I can opt out. My petty revenge. Every year, I contribute a nice gift, obviously from me, along with 1 or 2 anonymously given bad gifts. Every year, I get a little bolder and go a little farther. Here's what I've contributed for the past few years. 2021. I put a potato inside an iPhone box and shrink wrapped it. 2022, a Bible from a used bookstore, a toy American flag, and a red MAGA hat I found in a parking lot. The next day, HR sent an office-wide email about politics in the workplace. 2023, toy handcuffs, a cheap eye mask, and a cat toy I modified to look like a riding crop. The next day, HR sent another office-wide email. 2024, a bottle of Robitussin, a bottle of Night Train, and a copy of the National Enquirer. Our White Elephant gift exchange is next week. I'm thinking about giving a carton of cigarettes and a set of fake eyelashes. Edited to add. Will you come back and update us? I want to hear what you choose and what the reaction is. Yes, I wasn't expecting this to be so popular. I'm glad to know I'm not alone in my hatred for team building exercises and white elephant exchanges. Especially when they're not mandatory, but you can't decline to participate. I found my people. Thank you. And OP did bless us with their update 1 month later. You all wanted to know what happened? So here it is. First, some background. Every year, my company has a white elephant gift exchange. Participation isn't mandatory, but the message is clear. The exchange is a team building exercise and everyone is expected to participate. Well, I hate office gift exchanges and mandatory team building exercises. For the past several years, I've been quietly sabotaging the gift exchange with bad gifts. To deflect suspicion, I always give a nice gift. This year, I gave a $25 gift certificate to the local coffee house. My roommate and I have been calling the project Santa or Satan. For my bad gift, I found a used DVD at the thrift store and I immediately knew what I had to do. I then went to a market and got the other part of the gift. I wrapped up everything and slipped my gifts into the pile a few hours before the party. The gift exchange was boring and unremarkable. A cookbook, a stainless steel travel mug, and a lot of gift cards. Then, someone opened another bad gift. A coffee mug with our competitor's logo on it? The competitor's mug got a lot of laughs, and I was a little jealous I hadn't thought of it. But then, someone opened the bad gift I submitted for Holiday Party 2025. A DVD of Babe and a jar of pickled pig's feet. Reactions were mixed. Many people laughed, others were disgusted. Surprisingly, HR did not send any emails, so I congratulated myself on a job well done until next year. Anyways, that is where I'm going to leave it for today, guys. Thank you so much for reading along with me today. Hopefully you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.